let me tell you what I think. I think I'm just a puzzle, a piece of your puzzle. I think you are trying to just use me.
You'd
Am
be
I
wrong.
right? Can you tell me then why you said that I couldn't make it stop just by making sure that I was going to find out what happened to Iris, but yet then you go out of your way to do something within 3 hours?
You have the capability of being able to find out that kind of information.
Yeah, but we doesn't work that quickly here. It's very
Okay.
hard, especially because we don't work same time zones. As I
Understood.
told you, there's month and months when I need to go back. And when
Okay.
somebody dies, you cannot go back and look them up. So I need to go back manually. I already told you that.
What if I told you there's one more person that's going to be added to your list soon?
That's going to be added to the list.
Of obituaries.
And what?
Of obituaries.
I don't know that word.
I don't know how to explain that word. An obituary is something that you'd put in to somewhere to publicize the memory of someone.
Say that again.
It's kind of like, let's just say, if somebody died, I'd send out my wishes and memories for those who died. That's what an obituary is.
Yeah.
There'll be another obituary written soon.
And why is that? Why is there somebody getting added to the list?
He said he was going to protect his wife. She's had to protect herself.
Jackson was already on that list, you told me.
Not the list of obituaries, he's still alive.
You said that your list will go away if we figured out who was involved when Iris died.
Mm-hmm.
This has nothing to do with Iris, Jackson, and Skylar. I don't think that the list is ever gonna stop, even if you're gonna find out what happened to Iris. Am I right?
Wrong.
Wrong.
There was only ever two reasons that I'd ever stop. One of them, from what I know, was put into witness protection to leave the state. The other killed Iris Wayne.
If you already know who killed her, why haven't you reached out to the person yourself then? Or is
I
it
have.
just assumption that it's George?
My assumption is George. I've had people try to reach out to him of when I was in a, let's just say, a more stable mindset. And he wasn't willing to reciprocate. Now, I'm doing things a little differently.
Yet again, Skylar and Jackson has nothing to do with Iris.
Not to do with Iris, but it's around the same principle.
About what? A car
Protection?
and money?
No. Is that what she said it's about?
It was what it was started with, I could understand.
Correct. And then because he couldn't keep his pride in one place, he started to bring an innocent female into harm's way when the people that were there to make that negotiation to get the money back were us, not her. She was in fear for her life, that's why she didn't intervene.
So why was it you choose to, or you, as you free, choose to hurt her yesterday? If you know that she was already brought into harm's way and she was fearing for her life, why did you guys come for her anyway? I thought you didn't hurt women.
I don't. I won't. But I know Skylar very, very well. She used to be a part of our family too. Her and Jackson. And I've said as well a part of what I want to somebody else who wanted to negotiate all of this to stop was that I wanted her to keep her mask because she was one of the few people in that group that we respected for her work within our group. But Jackson's, I'm going to brand it to his face and I'm going to bury him with it. If it's not obvious at all, this entire reason to why Jackson is being put in harm's way is because he brought innocent people into harm's way. People who had nothing to do with this kind of lifestyle.
And then you harmed her.
I didn't.
Which you, as you free, harmed her. And you want to harm him because he brought her in arm's way. Is that hypocritical, or what's it called?
It's a double-edged sword, I guess. Like, it's gonna hurt both ways. It's let's just say she had to fight for her own life, knowing how much she loves her husband and how much he's not willing to do the same for her.
So you are actually playing Game Master right now. You don't like that he don't give a shit about her. You don't like that he putting her in harm's way.
She's a hard-working woman. Yeah.
Let me finish. You don't like that he's doing that. You don't like that he give less shit about her while she's loving him. Yet you free, takes her and harm her. So she needs to fight more to even make it worse for her. I cannot understand you.
We're bringing him out.
You just said that he doesn't give a fuck.
But he's telling me he does. He told her he's left the country. He told me he's willing to stay and fight. So, who do we believe? Or what story of his do we believe?
I guess that doesn't really matter because, as my point is, you're doing that to her you don't like he's doing.
I'm trying to show to her, and I've said to her as well myself, the amount of fight and the amount of strength that she shows, she is more valuable to this city and a lot of people than she is to him.
But is it really your place to go and push the limit, hunt her, hurt her, because you think that she's more valuable?
She deserves better than him, and he's blinding her. I don't know how, I don't know why, but something that he's doing and something that he's got, something that he has, is keeping her from her potential. She's an incredibly smart and incredibly good looking, incredibly hard-working young lady, and she likes to get her hands dirty. It'd be incredible to see the kind of things that she'd be capable of.
So basically, you're trying to manipulate her into be. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. If you want her to spring out as the flower she is,
She doesn't fit
you
the
will be.
9 to 5,
You.
Nicole.
That's not what I'm saying. But if you want her to grow, it's weird that you're putting her down. Then you should give her all the backup to grow. It doesn't make sense.
Never heard of tough love?
I don't think that's tough love, Brian.
We care about her.
By harming her. I don't think that
She
seeing that as
disrespected
love.
us by listening to his lies. His deceit and his manipulation has bled into her brain and her thought process about the family that she once was a part of.
Maybe it's there you should have spoken to her, guided her back.
We tried. She values a love for her husband more than the people that gave her establishment in the city and the people that protected her.
Remember how you feel about Iris?
You keep bringing her up.
I do. Because I know that you love her. You know that love isn't that simple, right?
Yeah. She's like the rest of them, you know, Nicole.
Oh.
She was different in a lot of ways. She made me feel a lot better. But just like the rest of them, she left too.
She didn't leave.
Where is she? Why can't I
Iris,
hear her?
you know as well as me that that's not somebody leaving on purpose. Have
That's
you
why I need
listened
to know,
good
Nicole.
enough? But have you listened enough? Maybe she is saying your name. Maybe she is calling it at you. Maybe you should take a moment and sit back and actually try to listen. You don't need to hear her voice, but listen to your heart. Now you already know what she will tell you. You told me that the other day. You told me what she will say to you if you were going to hurt George. You already hear her voice.
What was the difference between the both of us?
You and her?
Yeah.
What that was, I don't know. You tell me.
She knew when to stop